Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here to talk about some MLB betting. We're going to break it down in the most basic way we possibly can. We're going to talk MLB basic betting. Now, this is going to be a series of different videos that are going to break down betting baseball. Different ways you can bet baseball, different ways you can look for value on baseball, and just to break it down for everybody more on a basic MLB betting 101 for everybody. So let's just get right into it. Betting baseball. Some people can get a little overwhelmed with betting baseball. There's so many stats and it's such an analytical sport that it can get a little overwhelming. So I'm here to help you. This will be a couple different videos released over the next couple months to give you guys an idea of how a handicapper will look at baseball and how you can make money on baseball and betting baseball in different simple ways, not to get overwhelmed with them. And let's be honest, you log into any app nowadays, DraftKings, FanDuel, or any one of them, and they're all pushing you to parlay this, that, or whatever. Let's just get to the basics here. So, basic money line betting for baseball. Now, let's just take the Dodgers, for example. If you're betting the Dodgers on minus 150 favorite, and I'm just using these numbers as a general rule of thumb, that means that you are betting the Dodgers to win the game, whether it takes 9 innings or 20 million innings. It doesn't matter. You are taking the Dodgers to win despite the score or when it happens. So that means you would have to lay $150 to win $100. That's the number ratio. That's where you get the minus 150 from. Now that number will change, obviously. Now that is a money line bet. That is just betting one team to win over the other. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Okay, now we can talk about totals. That is the other simple thing about baseball betting. You're going to bet just the amount of runs combined for that game between whoever the teams are playing. If that game ends up 6-4, that's 10 runs. If you have over 9.5 runs, you would win that bet. If you had over 10.5 runs, you would lose that bet. If you were to hit 10 on the number and the over and under was 10, you would push in that situation. That means you would get your money back. That is what's called a push for MLB bettors. Now, this is the third part of this video I'm going to talk about, and that is the run line. The run line could get a little confusing for some people. It normally does not change. It's pretty standard at 1.5 unless there's a huge favorite. And that means that in this scenario, the Dodgers playing, say, the Yankees, if the Dodgers were favored by a 1.5, by 1.5, that number, that the amount of money you would have to bet to win a unit, which we'll go over that, which in another video, what a unit is, okay? Now that means if it's minus, say, 125, you would have to bet $125 to win 100. But keep in mind, the Dodgers would then have to win by 2 or more runs, because obviously they can't win by half a run or 1.5 runs. So that's what you're doing when you're the minus 1.5 or plus 1.5. That's what's called the run line. Pay attention to that because you could be tricky. Don't get tricked into betting the run line and not the money line. Couple different lines to look at. That's been the first video in this MLB Betting Basics series here. We're probably going to think of a better name than that, by the way. Drop in the comments if you got any questions that you would like to cover about MLB betting and how we look at it over the season, whether it's parlays, which we will talk about, different unit sizes, different exotic bets, prop bets, as they will call them, which is not just your standard money line or over under bets. So we'll look at those along the way as well. Don't forget, guys, like, share, subscribe, drop in the comment section what you want to hear about in MLB betting. Let's get to it. I'm Detroit Lenny. I appreciate everybody stopping by. As always, good luck unless you're against me. Take care.